guys, welcome to another super awesome vlog. My name is Prudence, and first things first, guys, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click that red button on the right side of your computer or your smartphone, and I'll appreciate if you become part of Prudence Gatobu YouTube channel or to become part of my family. So guys, I am doing this video and I am not actually happy. I am sad. I do wanna do this video, but so this happened last evening. Something I didn't expect would ever happen. So I have this a friend, she's barely 9. She told me she's in class 3. Well, she's my neighbor. It's a girl I used to see, but then and then I'm like, hi baby, hi, how are you, how was school? And then yesterday actually we got to have a conversation. After I got home, before I opened my door, we started having a conversation, and then I asked her if she had friends back in school, and she told me yeah, she doesn't like very many friends, but she has 2 friends. And I asked her what are their names, and she told me I think one was Tiffany's, I don't remember the other. And then I actually had a chance to ask her and knew what's your name, and she told me her name is Faith. And then I asked her what's your last name, and she told me her second name was Mara, and she didn't really wanna say Mora. And then I asked her, your name is Faith Mora? And she was like, yeah, but I'm actually not Kisii, I am Kikuyu. And I asked her, what do you mean you're not Kisii? And then she started saying, my uncle, one of my uncle is Kisii, my other aunt, all my aunts are Kisii, my grandmother is and I was like, baby. So what dawned on me is that Faith didn't want to be Kisii. And what even hurt me more or most is that at her age, she is in class 3, Kenyans. She is barely 9 years old, and she already knows what being Kisii, being Meru, being Luya, being Kikuyu means in this country. Why? At her age, she should be concentrating on how to spell the word apple, how to spell the word elephant, but her being Kisii is also part of what she should be learning. Why? Honestly, I felt so bad, and I didn't like it that it's come down to that level. It's starting way down. Tribalism in Kenya. Why? Honestly. So I had to talk to her. I talked to her and I gave her a really nice word, and I told her, you know what, baby, we are who we are. And I told her being Kisii is not bad. I told her being Luo, being Meru, being Taita is not bad. It's who you are. It's what defines you. No matter what people say about those tribes, it's who you are. You can never change that. And I told her she should never be ashamed of who she is. And I actually wrote her like a note, and I told her, you should never be ashamed of where you come from or who you are. There is a reason, and a very, very good reason of who you are. There's a very big reason and a very good reason of why my name is Prudence Gatobu, and why I am a tall lady, and why I am a skinny tall lady who is black. There's a very big and there's very superb reason, and I am proud of that. And no one can ever take that away from me. No one can ever take my name away from, and they can never ever allow anyone doing that or manipulating me or bullying me for who I am. Neither should that happen to you. Love yourself for who you are. Well, I know there are people who have problems of body shaming, of name shaming, or hair shaming, whatever. But I think it's the high time you learn to accept yourself. You will never, if it's something you can never change, accept it. It's yours. Be part of it. Actually make it make it a strength. Honestly, let me tell you one thing: never ever try to fit in. That difference, if all your classmates are Kikuyus and you're Luya, that's your strength. Being different is a strength. Honestly, let me tell you one thing: being different is what makes you who you are. And being who you are, being prudent, they will never ever in my entire life, after I die and before I was born, there was never ever Prudence Gatobu. She never existed and she will never ever exist. Then why should I wanna be somebody else? I am different for being me. Why would I ever wanna be Catherine Kamau or Linda something Nyagaka or something? Why would I wanna be that? I will be Prudence Gatobu, and I will be proud of it, and I will carry a banner high because that's who I am. It will never change. And why would I even want it to change? I will never want it to change because God created me like this, and I am proud of who I am. Honestly, no matter where you come from in this country, never ever be ashamed. Let nobody tell you that you're a failure because you come from a certain community in this country. On the contrary, I should be telling them, do you know what I told Faith? And to be honest, Faith is a very pretty young lady. I told her, do you know what? If anyone asks you what's your name, actually don't even tell them your name is Faith. Tell them your name is Pretty Mora. And do you know what happened? I was happy about yesterday night. So what happened with Faith? She went back home and she came and knocked at my door, and she told me, and she was smiling, and she told me, I love being Mora. I felt like crying, though I never cry. I never cry in my life. I felt so emotional that I changed a young girl's mind. And I told her, you know what, Mora, if you find other girls that don't like being who they are, that don't like their names, or they don't like the community that they come from, tell them they should never be ashamed of who they are. And apparently she told her dad something, and her family was happy. But what even makes me even wonder, why should a young baby should be bothering about where she comes from? Why should she already be ashamed of where she comes from? Well, I got an opportunity to ask her, why don't you like being Mora? And she told me, boys in her class call her Kisi girl. Being Kisi is awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Being Kikuyu is awesome. Being Luya or being Kalenjin is awesome. It's who you are. It will never change. Embrace it. Carry a banner up high. Honestly, tribalism in Kenya is really bad. If I were asked how to end this tribalism in our country, actually I would say to stop using these last names. I don't know how, but will tribalism ever end in our country? That's the question we should be asking, because it becomes so much that even organizations, there's so much, it's called that, there's so much discrimination just because of where you come from. Can that end? What should be done to end tribalism in our country? Why should someone be ashamed of where they come from? Why? Why should they ever be ashamed of who they are or where they come from? On the contrary, it should be where you come from be a big strength. You should be happy saying it out to people. But that's not the case in Kenya. What should be done? Honestly, apart from people asking, what do you do for a living, which is very, very annoying, I think it's the most annoying question we have in this era. What do you do for a living? Besides, what do you do for a living? Another annoying question is, people ask, okay, what happens in Kenya when you meet somebody for the first time? They ask you, what's your name? And I'm proudly, my name is Prudence. No, the other one. The thing is, they don't want to know, they don't really care about my last name. They just want to hear so they know my tribe. So they start judging me because of where I come from. Why? Why should that be? Something should be done in your country, honestly. Something should be done to stop tribalism. So many young people or so many youth are lacking opportunities just because of where they come from. People are looking and looking for jobs, but they can't find a job just because of where they come from. Something should be done. I don't know what. So guys, I think if you are that kind of a person that you hate where you come from, it's high time you love where you come from. Love your second name. Love your last name, because that's who you are. It's what makes you. Without that last name, without your name, you never exist. That's what I really wanted to say on this vlog. I hope it's helped somebody somewhere. That's all I'm about. That's all this channel is all about. Helping somebody somewhere. Somebody who needs to hear this. It might not be you, but trust you me, there's somebody somewhere who needs to hear that they should love themselves for who they are. They should accept themselves for who they are, and they should never be ashamed of who they are. Bye guys, I'll see you on my next vlog, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. I really need it. I'll see you on my next vlog.